Now, let's discuss this in details. Okay, so today I'm going to share with you another thing that kept me going when I was not cashing out, when I didn't see the bar, when I wasn't making money from what I was doing. Okay, welcome to In Details podcast with AV Akpan, and today is more like part 2 of what we discussed in the previous episode, and I'm going to share with you something very exceptional. Now, I've talked about one thing that I've always anchored or I've always echoed on this podcast is the importance of friendship, importance of quality friendship. Okay, so when I was starting out my blog that time, one day this guy walked up to me and was like, "What are you doing? WordPress?" And he looked at me like, "Oh, okay," and he walked away. And they stopped and he came back. I was like, "Let me see your blog." And that time I was very cautious. I was very scared. I didn't want anybody to come and see my blog. I didn't want no disturbance. I just wanted to do my thing. I didn't want nobody to talk to me. So I was always in my space. So and this guy, the guy was just very intrusive. Just coming like, let me see. And just pressing things around. I'm like, okay, what's up? And he's like, okay. He just went to the blog. Oh, this one is not missing. This is missing. He was not doing it. I was in ITK. I don't know. Like, who is this guy now? I beg, make it chill. So I asked him, "Are you into blogging?" He just looked at me and he smiled. So he opened a new tab and typed in his URL and his blog showed up. And it was like, wow, okay. He was running a music blog that time. This guy this is where I'm going. This guy was literally my mentor, one of the guys I should be looking up to. So at that point, I was like, I just shut, closed my mouth and I listened to everything. I was like, oh, this one is missing. Why is it like this? Why is it like that? Why is it like this? He opened this one. And I think 30 minutes after, my blog was deleted. This guy completely deleted my blog. And I will mention your name. His name is King I.O. King Ibang. Check him on Facebook. His name is King I.O. King I.O. deleted my blog in 30 seconds after. 30 seconds I think is too much. After our first meeting, the guy deleted my blog out. And he now asked me, "Do you have backup? You are the boss here. I'm just starting. Are you asking me if I have backup? What the hell is my hard work?" And my blog was gone. But luckily for me, I learned about the concept of backing up your blog, so I did not play. My 11,000 was something that was really so from day one. If I didn't know anything about blogging, but I knew how to back up a website, that was the first thing I learned early on. So I just closed. I didn't answer. And since it was doing ITK, I just closed my mouth. And when he installed the WordPress installation again, I now recovered the blog. And he just looked at me like, "Oh, okay. That was cool." And then he now opened up and he shared with me a lot of things about WordPress. He taught me so many things. So even and it was more like a reaffirmation of what I was doing. Like, okay, whatever you're doing the right thing. This guy is here. He was very supportive. And then at this stage too, he now became close to us. He knew Faith, he knew Richman. So we're always checking about ourselves. Whenever I see "Oh, how far now? What's up? Anything new?" So at this point, none of us I could not even give up because we are all in this together. So we are all pushing. So let's just push it. There's no room for giving up. So having that network, that community was one of the valuable things that kept me in check. There was no room for you to slack or to give up. So it still boils down to friendship, the people that you associate with. You can't be pushing for the best and you hang out with people that are not doing anything. They will slow your life. I don't mean to despise your friend, but I believe that if you are friends with someone, and they respect and value that friendship, at some point they also have to level up or step up their game. They can't be at the same level forever, just being nothing or doing nothing. You can't be at that point. If peradventure you start doing something with your life, you have to move it. You just have to step up. If your friends are not willing to step up with you, you might be forced to leave that circle. Or else they would either the whole jealousy thing will come in, or there will be problem. You just don't fit in anymore. you're not welcome in that place anymore. So you can, I'm not saying you should, because you're now starting up your own business, you should put with your friends. Also tell your friends, probably did not know. So how far now? Have you thought about this? Have you thought about that? Let them just try to, spark those things, just thought in them, and see what they do about it. If they are like, nah, I beg, that thing is not for me, you just know that, okay, it's high time you might have to, you might not change the friend circle, but just have a new circle that can give you the vibe, the motivation, the resilience, the energy that you need, because hard times are always going to come, and the only way you can work or grow or survive through those hard times is when you have a strong network that you can, like people that you can looking at them and you're seeing what they're doing, would keep you in check. And that is it for today's episode. So thank you for tuning in. I hope you learned something valuable today. Keywords for today is, please do, if you have anything doing, don't hide it. There's no point of hiding it. You'll fail faster. Just open it up, let people comment, give people the chance to help you. Yeah, the people that will come in with bad minds and delete your blog. Like King I'm just joking. But the people that will also come in as king and revolutionize this thing. And by that time, my blog had a very terrible design. But when King came in, he just showed me how to redesign, and then that was it. How to redesign the website and how to, have more plugins, how to do this. A lot of crazy hacks that I cannot even tell people. A lot of illegal things that guy taught to me. So open up, share your ideas with people. Let them correct you, let them help you, mold you, and make you better. And that is it for this episode. So subscribe and share with your friends, and see ya in the next episode. Bye. Thank you for listening to Editor's Podcast. This podcast is brought to you by Color.com.